Aqua gang in this thing. What's up, you guys? What they do, boo? It's your girl, Empress 777 here today with a finance, career, and financial opportunities message. I hope you guys are doing super fantastic. I most certainly am. Okay, we do not have time to waste. We got a lot to get into. As you can see, the energy is very much giving, sit down, bitch, take a nap. You gotta relax. You got to relax. Okay, only it is in spirit, guys. Give us exactly what we need to know in regards to my Aquarians, my Aqua Soul family, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs. These messages are general, you guys. All right, every single thing here might not be for you. Please use your intuition and your discernment to guide you towards the messages that are here for you today. And whatever don't fit, you leave it. That's how it go. Okay. I gotta be very blunt. You know, you just leave that shit. Leave it for whoever it's here for. Take what only resonates with you. If you don't mind, guys, please take a moment and click that like button. Thanks for those of you who do it every single time. Fuck with you the long way. I love you guys so much. Y'all be showing out for me. Okay, y'all be showing out for us. I do consider this a channel that we all own. Okay, I'm just saying this is our home. You know, this is where we can come here, get a little key about some things that might be kind of serious. Anyway, if I am your cup of tea, especially if you're new here, okay, take a look around. Hey, how you doing? How you doing? How you doing? I could be a lot for some people. I'm an acquired taste. I get it. Take a look around. Suss out the vibe. Okay. Check us out. If you're feeling it and you want to make it official, become a part of the gang, a part of the team, then click that subscribe button. If you've been here more than once and you have not clicked subscribe, what are we doing? What are we really doing? What are we really doing? Okay, you may want to also click the notification bell so you can be notified when I upload on the channel, since, you know, YouTube be tripping sometimes. Okay, now, there's two different groups here. Some of you are, okay, everybody needs to relax. Take a deep couple of breaths. Okay, take it in real deep and release the anxiety, release the worry, release the shit that is not helping you. Release the things that are not adding to your growth, that are not adding to you getting to the next step, that are not helping you evolve. Oh, that shit got to get out of the way. There are some things that may be thrown at you here, okay? If you are resonating with this message, there are a few things that may catch you by surprise. You are needing to prepare, is what I'm hearing, before we go over these cards. All of this is commingled with one another, this messaging. So there's some of you who are not saying yes enough, and there's some of you who are saying yes too damn much. You know which group you fall in. You like, yes to what, girl? Okay, take that how it resonates. I don't know. It could be anything. All right. If I use one example, this could be like saying yes to going out with your friends, and you know you need to be saving up for such and such and such and such, right? Or saying no all the time and holding on to every single penny because you're saving up for such and such and such. Both of those are wrong. It needs to be a balance. Okay. Alignment calls for a balance, harmonious balance. Okay. This was the first card out, you guys. 222. I've been seeing this a lot. All right. It says, trust that the seeds of your thoughts are growing as you are nourishing them with words, feelings, and action. So what I'm getting mostly is there's an action. There's either inaction or an actual action that you're doing. So please take that how it resonates, guys. For some of you, you're needing to move your ass. For others of you, you needed to sit your ass down. You know where you are in that group. Because they're trying to prepare you for something that's coming in. And I feel like if you don't prepare ahead of time for whatever this is, you may feel a bit overwhelmed. That doesn't mean that you're not going to get what it is that you are manifesting. And it doesn't mean that you're going to lose out or miss out. It just means that you're going to be very overwhelmed because you did not prepare. If that makes sense. You're like, if I'm over preparing by saying no and saving every dime, how am I going to be overwhelmed? That's them, bitch. That's them. That ain't me. No, that's not true. That is not true. I feel like there needs to be a balance, because when you hold on to everything that is energetic as well, okay, that's being stingy to yourself. Therefore, you're calling in that same energy, okay? So that means that opportunities that do come your way, it may be coming from people who do not want to give you what you're worth. It may be coming from people who want to give you less than what you deserve, that sort of thing. Opportunities come in scarce sort of quality. The quality is quite scarce when you're in a scarce mindset. Scarcity mindset. Then we had 555 that came out next. powerful, okay? All 3 numbers in a row, like that is like this number, but times a billion energetically, okay? So please take it as such. It says, I am optimistic. A major shift is about to come into your life. I definitely feel that, you guys. I do. Experiences and change your path's direction. So a great shift is coming in that is going to change not only the experience that you are having now, especially if you're in a tougher time right now, that's getting ready to change. If you seem to be doing quite all right, it's still going to change. Everybody is experiencing changes in this next cycle because of what you were trying to manifest. It's requiring change. Now, for some of you, the change that comes, it might not look like it's going in your favor immediately, but it is going to call for you to need to remain in balance, keep those thoughts and those energies, those feelings of what's going on in equilibrium. Because you don't want to mess up the energies that's coming in. Like I said, it might not look like it's going in your favor immediately. The change that's coming, if you're prepared for it when it comes, okay, this could look like an unexpected bill or an unexpected expense, or okay, I'm trying to put a down payment on such and such and such and such, but now they're saying that I need to have, 3 months rent plus 2 at the end and all of this other stuff. I wasn't expecting that. You have to be over prepared in a sense. Okay. It goes on to say, be open and stay positive. So there needs to be an openness to the shifts and changes that are coming in your direction, because everything is happening for your highest good. It says, I am brilliant. Don't you already know that? Don't you already know that? You know that already. You do. Extremely brilliant, extremely smart, extremely intelligent and intellectual. Okay. And you can use this to your advantage as you are moving forward, because you think very much so outside of the box. The changes that might be coming, what some people may call obstacles, they're not really obstacles. It's an optical illusion. It might look like an obstacle if you're ill prepared for it, though. So I feel like people who are faced with these same changes or obstacles may not get out of it as quickly, or may not figure it out as quickly. It's like one of those, what is it called? A Rubik's Cube? Yeah, I feel like you could figure this shit out in 2.5 seconds. Okay? So you have all of the tools necessary to move forward towards what it is that you want, but there are small, minute details that you don't quite possibly see until it's right in your face. And they're wanting you to be prepared 10 steps ahead. Okay? They want you to be 10 steps ahead before you even make it to that point. It says you possess a very refined mind and deep urge to uncover life's mysteries. Yes, your ability to acquire vast knowledge on both the informational and spiritual planes gives you a greater awareness than most. I'm telling you. So you are equipped with everything that you need to work through this and really capitalize on it, is what they're saying. But they're just needing you to prepare yourself before. So whatever it is that you have planned, whatever goals that you have set for yourself, this looks more like short-term goals that will pay off in retrospect in the long term, if that makes sense. This looks like things that you are planning to do within the next few months, within the next year, but you're thinking ahead 10 years from now. Doing this is going to set you up for decades ahead. Yes. So we have third quarter. Okay. This is about forgiveness. Okay. So for some of you, you may need to be forgiving yourself for maybe not coming through in some way, or you possibly may have missed certain opportunities because you didn't move soon enough. Nothing that is for you will ever miss you. They do need me to say that to whoever is feeling like this, whoever needs to give this apology to themselves and allow themselves to forgive themselves. Show yourself the same grace that you show other people, please, and thank you, so we can move forward. All right. This is also about reflection. And I do feel like there are a couple of aha moments coming. For those of you who feel stagnation, or who feel stagnant, or who feel like things are not moving, there is going to be a point in time where you do get this aha moment. And this is going to be the sign that you need to move forward. Please move on that. Don't overthink it. Move. As soon as you hear it, as soon as you feel it, just do it. Just put in that application. Just put in that resume, even if it doesn't seem like you qualify, that sort of thing. Okay. It could mean a number of things, you guys. I just throw out examples that come, or analogies that come to my mind intuitively, but please put it where it fits for you. For some of you, you're needing to revise your plan. You needed to revise your vision. Okay. It needs to be a revision, meaning do you still want that? Yeah, you've been in school all this time. Do you actually still want the degree in this, or are we just wasting money at this point? Like, what's really going on? Okay, that's just one example. There's something in your habits, your behavior. It's something that you've grown accustomed to doing that needs a revision. Okay, I feel like getting that under control and truly deciding what it is that you want and then moving ahead full force, you're going to be very much so prepared for the changes that are coming towards you. Okay. Small adjustments. Even though this says a major shift, the adjustments are quite small, but the changes that occur from these small adjustments are huge, are major in the best way that you know, the more better than you could have ever expected. I'm going to say that. Please give us the energy that they're needing to resonate within in order to capitalize on this. What energy? Whoa, 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 whoa. Man. Now, y'all know I have a second channel, right? That's going to be linked down below if you're interested in that. You guys are used to me. The people over there are not really used to me. They're in the comments like, you're screaming. You're yelling in our ear. You need to relax. Don't listen to her with earphones, guys. Don't use earbuds listening to her. I'm like, first of all, if you know me, if you really know me and you have been following me and you've seen me in other spaces, such as when I used to do, when I've done a couple of vlogs just to get to know you guys, I'm very much subdued. These are my spirit guides are communicating this way, you guys. That's them, not me. I'm very chill. Okay. Anyway, let's move forward. So we have first quarter moon in Aquarius. Yes. Trust the universe. So you're needing to definitely amp up and ramp up this optimism and what you cannot see moving ahead. And you're going to get signs and synchronicities and downloads to do things that you may question, but they are urging you to not question it. It's not showing up for no reason. You are co-creating with the universe. Very spiritual movements going on here. And it has a lot to do with the opportunities that will meet you when you start to make certain moves. So what does that look like? That looks like, so let's say for instance, you're like, if you're always saying yes to your friends to go out, right? And this one time you're like, yeah, I can't go today. Today I'm going to work. I'm going to work today. I'm going to do overtime today. Then guess what? You listening to yourself and going into work instead of hanging out the night before, you show up to a promotion. You know what I'm saying? A meeting, right? A meeting of the minds. And this does look like an exponential jump. It doesn't look like a small, like, oh, okay, we're going to give you 25 cents more an hour. Nah, bitch. This look like they trying to put you in an office, a corner office, you know what I'm saying? Or they trying to put you, or they may be trying to move you is what I'm hearing as well. For some of you, this could require traveling or moving. But it is a great jump in income. So that's just one example. But had you chosen to go out the night before, you would not have been prepared to go to work the next day. And guess what? You would not have been there for that opportunity. You're like, you just said, whatever it's for, you won't miss you. Yeah. I'm just saying you have to be at the right places at the right times. And this is what Spirit is trying to show you. And they're telling you how to get there and what to do. Okay. And which places to go. Go to this gas station today because you're going to network with somebody who has, you know, capital to invest. They're going to start a random conversation with you potentially. Okay. Over, I don't know, the chips that's missing off the aisle. I don't know. Right. It could be something as random as that. And then it just snowballs into this big conversation. Oh, we do the same thing. Or I'm interested in starting a business like that. Oh, really? Well, I have the money to back that. Okay. But I'm going to need X amount of percentage. That's what I'm talking about. But had you decided to go to the gas station by your house instead of the one that's right in front of your face, then you might have been that might not have come when it was supposed to. Okay. So trust the universe, trust what you're hearing, trust your downloads, trust the movements that you're being asked to go towards, trust the downloads that you're being given that is going to control the decisions that you're making, because ultimately we're talking about free will, right? So you're in control, you get to decide. But I feel like just don't underestimate yourself. Don't underestimate the universe. Don't underestimate your spirit guides and your intuition. It's not to be played with. It's not for play. They're not talking just to hear themselves fucking talk. Okay. Full moon in Leo. Go wild. definitely the energy I was feeling in reference to some of these changes or adjustments. For some of you, this adjustment may look like you've missed out on something, but like I said, that's an optical illusion, because they're now pointing out in this third quarter card where it says all is not lost. It does appear as if you are taking a couple of steps back, but you're taking 2 steps back in order for them to catapult you 50 billion steps ahead. So it's not what it looks like. It's really not what it looks like. We then have full moon in Taurus, which says detoxify. So for some of you, that might look like actual detoxification, like putting yourself on a fast from drinking, okay? Putting yourself on a fast from partying or hanging out with people, right? Or putting yourself on a fast from being alone all the time, right? Stepping outside of your comfort zone and saying yes to these galas, to these events, going to an opening, going to a show, that sort of thing. This is definitely you doing the opposite of what you're already doing, which sounds wild to you, but it's going to pay off in a major way. Okay. Lastly, we have new moon in Cancer. You can't make it up. What was the first freaking sentence that I said, you guys? Please take a chill pill. You're like, girl, you just told us to detox. I'm just saying, this one is going okay. This one is okay. Not too high strung, right? And for those of you who are like, well, I don't want to change my life. I quite like the life that I've built. That can create a bit of stagnation. You know, I'm just saying, it really depends on what it is that you want. But if you're resonating with this message, then you've been waiting for something to happen. You've been waiting for something big. You are brilliant. You've been doing the work. So are we just going to stop here? Are we going to stop short of the actual milk and honey, of the actual treasure? I don't think not. This is happening extremely fast, you guys. And look at my hand itching. Now, my hands have been itching every time I start you all's readings. So you guys are doing some major things in the financial field, okay? Your finances are definitely wanting to make an appearance, all right, in every reading. Love readings, okay? New love, old love, did love, that love, spirit guided messages, advice is here. The money is there. It's like it's there for the picking. They just need you to see it as well. And they need you to not think too small. Now, the reason I was hearing that this is coming in rather quickly is because it says new moon in Cancer, and we are in Cancer season. So this is energy that is ripe for the picking right now. Right the fuck now. Are you ready? You're like, girl, you just told us to get ready. How are we going to be ready in just what? 15 minutes? Hell no. Okay, well, it's time to start preparing, guys, okay? It's sort of giving me also this visualization. What was it like? You remember when we was in preschool, they would tell us those stories. Are they called fables? You're like, girl, where is this going? Yeah, fables, like where there's a moral of the story at the end. Come on, let's take it back to preschool. And there's one in particular that always used to stick out to me, but they're now giving me a visualization of that story. And it's like one of the characters was partying, playing, doing whatever they wanted. During the summer, they was having a hot girl summer, hot boy summer, doing their thing, drinking every night, popping bottles, you know what I'm saying, making it rain, tapping that ass, right? While the other character was like saving up all of their little acorns, you know, putting things away, making sure they plant some trees just in case the damn grocery store don't got no apples this fall, you know, and 10 steps ahead. And it was a very drastic difference between what each of them were doing in this season. And it paid off for whoever the character was. Y'all know what it is. Y'all know I'm always asking y'all some shit I can't come to mind during the reading. The one that was saving up, the one that prepared. It was about being prepared. And the one that was prepared, of course, had a fantastic winter. Like, wasn't hungry, you know what I'm saying? Was laid up with the remote controller, okay? Had stew crackers, you know what I'm saying? A little bit of cider, right? Overly prepared, and it made for a very easy process from one season to the next. That's the visualization that I'm getting, you guys, okay? Now, for those of you who know that you're saving every red cent, that is not for you. You may have some forms of fear mentality that needs to be released. So like I said, it's a group of you that are on one end of the spectrum, and there's others of you that are on the other end of the spectrum. It's very drastic what each of you are doing. If you resonate with this story, they are needing you to pivot elsewhere. They're needing you to adjust, make a slight adjustment. Nobody is saying to now go spend up everything in your savings. No, hell to the no. But there is a need for you to get out of the mindset that if you do indulge a little bit, that you're going to be down bad, because you're not. And those of you who are spinning it all up and like, I run with the best, I rock with the best, the universe is never going to run out. It's never going to run out. You need to be thinking too. There needs to be a budget. What is the budget? Do we really need Starbucks every day? I'm like, whoa, whoa, whoa now. We might. We might. No, all jokes aside. A budget, right? Budgeting, recalibrating where your money is going. For some of you who are in this group, you don't even know where your money is going. When is the last time you looked at your bank statements? Do you know what you're spending your money on? It's just like you just swiping, no swiping everywhere. Swiping, no swiping. Swiping, no swiping. Swiping, no swiping. Swiping, no swiping. It's almost as if because you don't have the cash and you got the plastic that you just be swiping the hell out of that bitch. Gotta be careful. Okay? So make the adjustments where they're required based on where you are. Okay? But there is something very beautiful coming in. All right? It is. There's something extremely beautiful coming in. I do feel like for some of you, you're needing to, I don't know, they're saying something about a health change of some sort that may lead to abundance. That's for a very small portion of you guys. Only take that if it resonates. We then have this poverty card, right? I feel like you can no longer be the person who's always helping, okay? You need to be thinking very long and hard about the changes that you're going to be making in reference to who gets your money and who doesn't. You can empathize with people, but you're not a fucking bank. All right? Only take that if it resonates. What does this poverty card look like to me? This poverty card looks like to me, you're trying to save for something. You're trying to save for something big, but you have family members who always expect to be able to have their hand out. There's like an expectation there, right? Or a friend, or people who are just really close that you consider family, or a spouse. Whoever these people are, they're not necessarily in need, but they do like to tug at your heartstrings and ask you for money. Okay. They're wanting you to hone in on that and really, really not do that for some time. They're not saying to cut these people off cold turkey and never give to them again, but this is a very critical time for you. These are changes that are necessary for you to really be focused on. And I feel like it has a lot to do with what is saved and what has not been saved. There's something about your capital that's needed in this change as well. Okay. You're like, well, if I'm getting a promotion, what does that have to do with capital? Well, for some of you, like I said, that promotion may require a move. They may be able to foot some of the bill for your move, but you got expensive taste now. Come on now. You like a certain quality of life, babe. All right. And if the promotion is not your storyline, then whatever this change is, it may require for you to spend. And you need to have some money left over. After you place that investment, you need to be able to have some money left over for yourself. Got to be a little bit selfish in this season of your life. So it is going to call for you to change that. Okay? Change that need to always say yes to people who you feel, well, I love them. I don't want to see them struggling. They're grown too. They're grown as fuck. Whoever these people are. For some of you, this could be your children. If these are adult children, they're going to have to understand that they might throw little tantrums, but you're going to have to look out for yourself first. Yeah, they're not putting out this poverty card. It's card number 37. 37 breaks down to a 10. 10 is the end. And I feel like you're right at the 9 to making these abrupt changes, which will pay off in a major way for you. Okay. But it does require you to say no in certain instances. All right. This poverty card could even be you, like I said, you saying no to doing certain stuff with friends. Okay. Choosing, to work on your craft, choosing to hone in and master your craft, choosing to go to school rather than to have a summer that's free, or it's you choosing. But it's a great change in what you would have chosen in the past. But this choice that you are making, you will have to think about it. And I feel like it is one that does really add to this propelling of your movement forward. So you're really in control of how fast this goes. It's not that you won't get there. It's just that some of you may get there sooner than others. And based on how long you have been trying to manifest this, it's like, do you really want to continue to wait? The choice is really yours. It really is. Let's pull a few tarot cards before we move on to the extended. I want to pull some actual cards of what these investments might be, what these opportunities might be, what these gifts of yours might be. Where is the money? Where the money at? I want to know. Okay, if X marks the spot, bitch, we going right to X. What's there? What is there? Especially for those of you who are still like, I kind of like how my life is going right now. Do I really care about not being able to take advantage of what's getting ready to come before me? It's not gonna affect how your life is right now. So if you're comfortable, if you're comfy, you can of course choose to stay there. But I just got a good idea that if you knew, if only you knew what was on the other side, you wouldn't choose to remain stagnant, and you wouldn't choose your current situation because it's so much better. So let's see. That's exactly what we need to know here. Yep, look at that. Ace of Cups. Ace of Cups is, in this positioning, a very mature card. It is one that is in tune with itself emotionally, and it's one that has a major, huge, big cup. So if you do decide to make this change and start saving and you have not been, then this is, like I said, going to pay off for you in a major way. This is like a windfall. For those of you who have been saving, you need to have a little bit of fun. Okay. Adding the fun in is what's going to allow you to place yourself in spaces where people who are opportunities in the making, you're able to network with them. Right? For some of you, this could even look like finally saying yes to going to a company function. You know, it's like, damn, I don't want to go to this shit. Who all gonna be there? And they're like, just say yes. Okay. Because there's a rebirth there. There's a leveling up there. Hello. So you are being guided to make certain changes. You do have the choice to make these changes or not. All right. It really is going to be up to you. Wow. You could only see. Oh, y'all see these cards? Y'all don't see all these cards. I'm gonna wait. Okay. Let's head on over to the extended. We're going to pull these cards that I see at the bottom under this Empress card. Over in the extended, I will delve into those, but we're also going to take a look to see what is creating the stagnation. What could possibly be the thing slowing things down? And that is what you need to focus on in order to ensure that you're moving towards your manifestations at rapid speed. Okay. We'll also see how can you release these weaknesses, these obstacles, these things that are stagnating you, that are slowing you down. How can you release them smoothly and easily? Smoothly meaning without hurting yourself, without harming yourself, without bringing harm to your current situation. How can you do it as smooth as possible? Let's also see, considering you made these necessary changes or you made these necessary adjustments, what is the beauty that lies ahead for you? What are these opportunities looking like exactly? Some specifics, okay? What does Spirit have in store for you in reference to this great fortune? X marks the spot. What's there? Yeah, let's see it. Let's take a look at it, okay? I also want to look at specific career paths and gifts, okay, that might be hidden, and or things that you may not have even looked into that you possibly need to look into, because that's potentially where your great fortune is laying dormant, just waiting for you to pick it off the tree, okay? I also want to know, when exactly can you expect movement in these finances? When can you expect this great fortune, this windfall? What is an exact time frame that we're looking at so that you can prepare yourself? This is all about preparation, guys. Okay. And then we're going to get specific divinely guided messages and advice from your spirit guides in reference to how you can acquire, what you need to do, what you need to say, how you need to act, what is the energy that you need to possess and or release in order to bring about this generational wealth and the manifestations of your heart's desires in the least amount of time. All right. So without further ado, click that like button as well as the subscribe button. I'm going to put the link for the extended reading down below in the description box, and I'm going to see y'all over there. Let's go.